Welcome to Welsh ASMR 82. I was saying in the last video that I've been thinking about different types of videos that I'd like to try out, and one of them at the time was to turn the camera around and have it face me. One of the reasons I wanted to do this was that I wanted to do a video with a little bit of sort of pointing and face almost brushing. One of the reasons is that this for me is quite a trigger. I don't regularly watch ASMR videos. I tend to fall asleep listening to them with my headphones in. But if there's an element of sort of brushing towards the camera or doing something like this towards the camera, I do tend to find that a bit of a trigger. So I thought I'd give that a go. I'm not renowned for doing lots of sort of trigger videos, but it's just the one that I really, really like myself, so hey, that's why I'm doing it. And I've got a couple of other ideas as well that I'm going to try out. I'm not intending this being a really big video, but we'll see. Sure why I'd be pointing a pencil at your eyes, but all the same, maybe I'll rub you out. I really like this in role plays, where someone's sort of saying, all right, there, this bit here, and that bit there, and that bit there, and that bit there. I can't figure out if I like it more when it's really, really blurred and close to the camera, or when there's a bit further away. I think when it's really, really close, I like it more. What about you? Maybe it's not your thing at all. But yeah, I really like it. It's funny, isn't it? Why would I like that? ASMR doesn't make sense sometimes. Although after finding out about ASMR and sort of the personal attention thing, I went to the opticians a couple of, this is probably going back about a year, and you know, they do that thing where they pump the oxygen into your eyes. I don't know if they do this everywhere, but this is something that they do in the UK. And they sort of got this little machine and they pump it into your eyes, and then they measure the air pressure or something. and there was a problem, and my eye pressure, rather than progressively getting less and less decreasing with time, it actually got more, and so they wouldn't let me leave the opticians for over an hour, and they kept on checking me, and it went up, and then it stayed where it was, and then it didn't go down, and in the end I think I was in there having it sort of measured to see if it would go down about 3-4 times, as well as having the normal eye test. And yeah, I didn't mind it at all. I actually did really like it. And the whole sort of personal attention thing, I actually realised that I never really minded as a kid going to the opticians or the dentists or the doctors, because until the doctors, I didn't like it when they put the thing on your tongue, though. I didn't like that. It's horrible. But the other ones, yeah, I didn't like it at all. I didn't mind it at all. I liked it. How was your day today? Was it okay? Mine was quite tiring, but it was very nice, all the same. Sometimes it can be tiring but nice, and sometimes it's tiring and exhausting. Today was tiring but good, so that's okay. How was yours? I wanted to do a drawing video, but I couldn't think of what to draw, apart from some silly stick figures or something. I'm not a very good artist, really. I hope you couldn't hear my leg clicking then. I'm terrible when I stand up or when I kneel down. I just click everywhere. It's ridiculous. My knees are really bad. I just wanted to say a really big thank you to the posts. I don't ever want to take them for the comments for granted. I really want to thank you every time you take the time to post. And the nice thing is, like, the usual people, most of the usual people have commented in the first 24 hours of me putting some up, but and that's always lovely to hear from you guys, and sort of asked you how you've been and stuff, and it's really nice to hear from you. But this time some newer people commented, and some people who said that they've been around for ages but they've never commented before. And so yeah, I've had an absolutely lovely day responding to comments and reading all of your things that you've said. Just really enjoyed it. As I say, I don't want to take it for granted, because it's really, I feel really honoured when you take the time to A, watch some of the video, and B, write something as and often as lovely as that is, as well. As, you know, you can't just expect that to happen, can I hope you didn't hear that. My tummy after my evening meal. Evening meal, what do you call it? So, I've moved to England, southern England, and here they call it dinner. But in Wales, where I come from, we call lunch dinner. So I got really confused when I first moved here. So I say, oh, it's 12 lunchtime. I'm going for my dinner. And then when I get home, I'm supposed to have my tea or my supper. But yeah, they really confuse me. They say lunchtime, have your lunch, and then tea time, you have your dinner. I'll just rub you out again. Oh, you're gone. Start all over again. Gull you in. And I'll rub you out again. Yeah, I got you. Get the corners. Yeah, there we are. Got you. I feel awkward mentioning it, but I've started a Patreon. I'll just mention it briefly, just to make you aware of it, and I put the link in the comments. But I've come to the realization that, because I didn't used to like the idea of it, because I thought it was like begging, but actually I spend money on hobbies that I like. It's my money, I can do what I like with it. And so I love reading, and I buy loads of books. And then I love football, so I spend loads of money on, well, not loads of money, but a bit of money that I make on subscribing to different channels to watch football from different countries, like Spain, or watching the Champions League matches, or having the right channel to watch when Wales play their international matches. And I love that, and that's how I like to spend my money, on the things that I like. And it suddenly occurred to me one day when I was thinking about it, I thought, some people just really love ASMR, and that's how they want to spend their money. And I thought, well, it doesn't really make sense, because you get it for free anyway. That's the kind of point, right? But then I thought, well, some people just want to spend their money in that way and support you, and I weighed it up and I thought, well, if someone were putting some money on Patreon, I feel a bit more obliged to upload more often, just for them, to say thank you. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. There's no obligation, but if you want to check it out, then I just put it in the link to this and the last video. But choose to ignore it, it's fine. Mind you, this has come from the person that, when they were in secondary school, they didn't like to revise for exams because they thought it was cheating. I thought, oh, it's ridiculous. You should listen the first time around. Honestly, it's my crazy theory. Don't revise, just listen the first time around. really surprised about the amount of people that have started to see my videos. So I put the videos on last night, and true to myself, what I do now is I'll do a couple of videos in a few days and then not upload for like a month because I'm useless. But what I should do is I should record them all in one go when I'm in the motivated mood and then release them week by week. But you know what I'm like, it's the way I am. I get excited after I've recorded one and I like to get it out there. So I put 2 out in the same night and then another one tonight. So fingers crossed I can actually keep this up a little bit better. My average is okay this year. I think I would have done about 8 videos. So what was my point? I can't remember. Putting videos out. Oh yeah. So I woke up and one of my videos had 50 views. I remember when I first started a year ago, 50 views. I think that would have taken about 6 months. So to do it overnight when I woke up, I was just thinking, wow, that's amazing. But then I looked, and the last video that I put out of the European EU regional map, today hit 1,100 views, and it's been up for 2 months. And I was like, oh my god, I've got a video with over 1,000 views. And then I checked, and a couple other of my map videos have got like 2, 3, and even 4,000 views in them. And I just think that's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for watching, and even more so for liking and subscribing, and again, as usual, gotta repeat it, for commenting. It's really, really nice. So thank you. So, purely selfishly, I've really enjoyed doing this video. Don't know if you have. Who knows? But this is such a lovely trigger for me. I wonder if any of you feel the same way. If not, just don't watch. Just listen to my voice instead. Yeah. So I'll try one or two of the other things in coming videos that I have thought about. My arm clicked then, did you hear? Oh, and then my elbow. I need to take some more vitamins, I think. So, I'm gonna stop soon. Not because I'm bored or anything, but I'm really selfish and lazy. And I want to have a cup of tea. Very British. And I want to upload this video but not take too long, and if it's less than 20 minutes then it tends to upload really quickly, but after that it'll just be doing it all night. I don't know if anybody else finds the same. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Sort of, if it's under 20 minutes then it's bang done, and then over 20 minutes it's just forever. So I'll leave you there. Nos da. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you for watching. Diolch yn miliwn. And I'll see you soon. Welai chi.